Hi, welcome to College Soccer Recruiting Insider Secrets. My name is George and I was a Division I women's college soccer head coach for 20 years. Unfortunately, the coronavirus has affected every single high school player who has dreams of playing soccer in college. In this episode, we're going to tell you some of the things you can do to make sure that the coronavirus doesn't affect you on your path to find the perfect college for you. Well, as we all know, no one's playing any soccer games anywhere in the country right now. And of course, teams aren't training. Everyone has to do anything individually if they can even get out and train at all. On top of that, not to make matters even worse, but the NCAA has established a dead period until at least April 15th. And that could change. And the dead period is only for Division I and Division II coaches. Division III and then NAI, they don't have the dead period. But in this dead period, they can't come out and watch you train or play, which they couldn't anyways. But to make matters worse, you can't come on the campus and do visits. They're trying to stay away from that. So what we're going to do is we're going to tell you, based on what grade you are in, if you're not committed, here's what you need to do to get ready for when it's time to play again. Seniors, if you're uncommitted, I know this is probably a time that you're panicking and maybe your family is stressing out a little bit about trying to find the perfect school for you. Don't worry, don't panic, be proactive. And what I mean by that is you need to start emailing college coaches and asking them if their class is full for 2020 and see if they have any players. Feel free to call them as well. The other thing I would tell you to do is work on your highlight tape. Okay, in the past we've told people the highlight tape should be 5 or 6 minutes max. We still agree with that, but you also probably want to have a full game or a longer tape ready because the college coach is going to have limited opportunities to watch you play, and they're going to probably have to count on what the videotape looks like in terms of making a recruiting decision regarding you. I recently talked to a college coach a couple of days ago, and he said this might be the first time I do a virtual recruiting where he looks at a player just on videotape alone and makes a decision whether they're good enough for their program. The next thing is consider other options. Recently, I can name 5 schools that are still looking for a goalkeeper for 2020. Now, these aren't Division I super elite programs, but they're programs who are looking for a goalkeeper in different positions. So some schools are still looking. It might not be that school you thought of. So consider Division III schools, consider NAI schools, consider junior colleges. They might be a much better opportunity than you even imagined. So look for everything, be proactive. You'll do fine. Juniors, if you're still uncommitted, again, not a time to panic, but it's a time to be proactive, much like the seniors. Here's the thing that's going to be a little bit different for you. Once this ban is lifted and we can all start playing again, from what I understand and what I've heard, college coaches are going to offer more ID camps than usual. For example, if a school only offered 1 ID camp in the summer, they're going to offer maybe 2 or 3 this time, so they can get more options to see you play and make it work with your schedule. And also you're going to want to get to as many showcases and things like that as possible. So again, like the seniors, get a good videotape ready, be proactive, and then when it's time to go, when it's time you can start playing again, start searching and thinking about where you're going to go for ID camps. Many colleges have their ID camps already advertised on their webpage. So trying to check that out and kind of plot and plan a little bit of what you think your schedule will be. Of course, we don't know exactly what it'll be, but try to plan. Again, preparation never hurt anyone. Sophomores, I know high school graduation's 2 years away and you think things are going to be fine, but here's where we need to be a little bit concerned and you need to be prepared. Is that effectively on June 15th, after your sophomore year, college coaches can start contacting you, recruiting you, and being really active. Well, these coaches aren't going to wait till June 15th to decide if you can play or not. What they were hoping for is this spring is to start establishing their list of players that they like and players that they want to chase when they can finally talk to you on June 15th. See where the problem is? They don't have a list. They didn't get a chance to see you play. They didn't get a chance to see you at the ID camps this summer or this past spring. So now here's our thing. You have to be ready to go, much like the juniors. You're going to have some showcases this summer. You're going to have some camps to go to, those kind of things. You need to kind of start plotting and planning and seeing what happens. So as soon as the ban is lifted and we can all start playing again, you're ready to go for those ID camps and you know where you want to go. So you need to give some serious thought about what a good school is for you. Another thing is to save yourself some time. Check the academic requirements of those schools and make sure you can get in academically or you're on pace to get into a school like that academically. Don't waste your time trying to get into a school that you'll have no business getting into. I know, freshman, right? You're a freshman in high school, so what does this matter to you? And you're right, in a lot of ways, there's not such a big impact. But one thing I can tell you is that there's a lot of lessons you can learn from this. So again, I don't think the coronavirus is going to affect you and your college decision so much as it might sophomores, juniors, and especially seniors. But one thing I know is, unfortunately, is that some of you might not be able to play your junior or senior year because of a bad injury. And so you want to be prepared for that. So here's what you can do, and here's the things you can learn, is now try to start putting together some video clips and things like that of yourself, that you have them handy so that you can show them and put together a good highlight film if you have time, if you need it, in case something happens where you have a horrible injury. Hopefully not, but then you have something at least you can show people. You also can start looking at how you fit academically and some of your interests, and start looking at schools, and maybe kind of prepare what kind of college ID camps. Try an ID camp or two that you feel comfortable doing that. So again, not such a big impact for you, but the big wise thing you can do is be prepared in case you have something that limits your senior year or junior year, like the ones currently have to deal with. Okay, our final tip that we have for everyone, no matter what grade you're in, is that you need to continue to do what you can do to stay fit as a soccer player. Do soccer-related fitness. Talk to your club coaches, talk to people you trust, and make sure that you stay fit. And here's why. Because once this is lifted, what's going to happen? People are going to start trying to go to as many soccer showcases as they can. Your soccer team's going to try to have as many games as they can. People are going to have ID camps. It's really possible that you're going to be going to ID camps on Saturday, playing games on Sunday, and then trying to catch up in training and training 2 or 3 times a week. What do you think can happen if you're out of shape and not fit where you want to be? Possible injuries, which will keep you off the field. So do everything you can to be ready to go as a soccer player. So when it's time and when the ban is lifted and we can all start training and playing again and watching you play, you're ready to go and you're 100% at your best for fitness. You're going to have a limited time to impress college coaches this year. You want to make sure you're at your best. Okay, again, the whole recruiting process and dealing with the coronavirus, it's confusing. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at this address below, and we'll answer as many questions as we can, either about this and what you should do and some suggestions, ideas, or anything else you have in the college recruiting process. The whole goal of this YouTube channel is to make the recruiting process as easy as possible for you and give you insider secrets. So good luck, and if you have any questions, be sure to send us an email. Okay, that's our episode. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked it, hit the little thumbs up button. And if you really liked it, please hit subscribe and tell your friends about it. We're here to help everybody out. Good luck with your search. Until next time, make sure you keep washing those hands.